Hey guys, this is me and my bike, my vintage sport bike, and it's Canada, November. It's all snowy and cold, and this is the first video that I do showing myself, I think. And the bike is without engine now, and I still working on that. I just wanted to talk about vintage bike, classical bikes, old school bikes, whatever you want to call that. It's very challenging when you get in those bikes. When you decide to buy a bike like that and decide to fix and repair, and you want to ride the bike and to live with the bike, everything's challenging. Like, you go through Facebook Market, you go to Craigslist, Kijiji, whatever, and you find a cheap bike and you think it's a good idea to buy a cheap bike like for $500, $1,000. Most of the ads, they tell you, oh, it was running last summer. It was running 1 year ago. It's been storage for 3 years, but it was running before perfectly. So you go there to see the bike, you like the bike. The bike starts somehow, runs roughly, or just turn over, just you can't use the start, you can't use the battery, everything. You think it's working, but once you take home, you find that your expectations doesn't match with the reality. And that's the most cases, the most cases, they are like this, right? You go to the place, you take the bike home, and then you start to find stuff, man. And that's natural. 20 years old bike, 15 years old bike, they are always like that. You're gonna have to change something, you're gonna have to service something, you're gonna have to fix, adjust, replace. Yeah, this is the vintage bike life. So if you are scared of fixing things and not fixing, if you are scared of learning or not learning, or asking for help, or having to buy books, having to read manuals, don't get into that. Don't get into that, bro. If the word carburetors, it's not for you, you don't like the word carburetors, 1, 2, 3, 4 carburetors, synchronizing, cleaning, adjusting, going through jettings, going through a bunch of things, related to put the bikes to run good. Yeah, man, just choose another kind of bike. Choose a EFI, right? Like electronic fuel injection bikes, newer bikes, that you just have to just have to do the oil change and oil filter and tires and brakes, and that's all. If everything that I said to you doesn't sound familiar, and you think it's gonna be too challenging for you to discover and to get familiar with that, don't go, man. Don't come to vintage bike. Don't buy cheap bikes from Facebook Market or things like that. Don't go to the barn and find a bike under the hay and chicken shit, and don't do that, man. No, it's hard. It's hard. I'm not regretting. I'm just sharing with you my early stages, how it was terrible, but I learned a lot. But also I studied engines, I studied things like that. I'm a mechanic, professional mechanic, not motorcycle or auto mechanic, but industrial shit and aviation mechanic. So mostly I know what I'm doing, and most of the things that I don't know, I search. I go through forums and groups and ask stuff, and when I can't find information anywhere, I buy books, I buy manuals like this one. I bought this manual, and still this isn't the right manual. This is the supplement, motorcycle service manual supplement. I should have bought the service manual. This is the supplement, so it's incomplete for this bike. This is a ZX 750, not the ZX7RR or ZX7R. That's another thing. Like most of those bikes, they have variations, they have editions and submodels, and you have to know what you are dealing with. And I still learning a lot. But in the end, once it is running, it's very pleasant. It's a pleasure to run those bikes and to ride those, to go through the streets and have people asking you about the bike and how did you fix it, and what did you do, and what year is that. You don't see bikes like that anymore, right? And my last bike was a XS11 1979, and it was a terrible bike to work with. Terrible. 150 kilos engine to remove. This bike is easy. I removed the engine by myself. It's all there. That's my mess over here. That's my toolbox. Yeah. And it's cold. I don't have a garage, and it's crazy, man. What I'm doing this? Why I'm doing this? What I'm doing here? Yeah, bro. See you next time. Subscribe if you want. Give your like, your comments. They are precious. And yeah, I'm still working on the bike. Still gonna be here for a while like this. Still gonna be here for a while like this, just because of life. And yeah, I keep you posted. Okay. Yeah, I have to manage the camera and to learn how to behave with the camera and how to record. Yeah, I hope you enjoy and learned something, and think about that, man. Bye.